phone call's coming, man.
Yeah,
the call's coming, Kyle.
I'll take it.
All right, guys, we'll rock and roll. It's 5:30, so we will call the meeting to order. We'll look for a roll call. I do have Mr. Flyert.
Present.
Mr. Markowski.
Present.
Mr. Baker.
Here.
Mr. McMullen.
Here.
And Ms. Ramsey.
Present.
Of course, myself. Who are we missing? Who is on the...
Bryant.
Mr. Bryant.
Bryant.
Is that it?
That's it.
Okay.
I think.
Rod and
Yeah.
you.
So we are just missing Mr. Bryant, but we do have a quorum. Approval agenda. There is no updates to that. Approval of minutes. Those were sent out via email from last month's meeting on the 8th. I'll entertain a motion to approve those as presented. Clark, those are very detailed and quality minutes, man. I used to do minutes, and those are far beyond anything I've ever did. So, great job on those.
Approve them.
Got a motion by Joey to approve minutes. Look for a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor of the minutes? Aye. All right.
Did we get a agenda approved?
I don't think we actually have to have a approval agenda by the quorum.
Okay.
I'd be completely wrong, but we can do that anyways. I see we have on the last minutes. I'll look for approval of the agenda, guys.
I'll make a motion to...
All right, Joey, an approval on the minutes?
I'll also
Or the agenda, and McMullen on the agenda. All right, all in favor of the agenda?
Aye.
All right, sorry, guys. Thank you for that. Okay, election of officers. So I will state, guys, simply based on, and you got to see this firsthand, my schedule has evolved into 6 to 7 of the meetings in a year are somewhat difficult. At least 4 of them are completely out for me. Again, we got to see that. Of course, that put Kyle here into the driver's seat. So as honored as I was, I would like to pull my name out of the chairperson position, just simply for continuity and direction there, just based again on my work schedule. I had to take vacation hours to be here tonight, so just want to throw that out there as we start discussing election of officers. Any further discussion, open combos there, guys?
I mean,
I think Kyle did a great job.
well, my term runs up in June. I'm debating on whether or not to continue, so I think it might be ideal. I mean, Joey, if you'd be interested in chairing, which again, if we have to do anything with projects coming up. Why did I feel like this was coming? But I mean, like I said, it's the rotation, how we've had.
Yeah.
It needs to be, we've got a chair, we've got a vice chair, whichever. I mean, we've got a good group
We do.
parties that can step in, so.
Well,
Would you be interested in wearing the crown, Mr. Markowski?
who's my backup?
That's a good point. We do need, and Kyle, obviously, if you're looking at rolling off, my schedule's a little wacky. Anybody that would be interested in a co-chair? Jeff? Any interest there?
I suppose if I have to.
Run a few meetings?
This was definitely...
And or, of course, Joey's so busy with stuff, if Joey's got maybe a conflict of interest or something in a project, you'd fill in a little bit and kind of lead that charge. But are we fully staffed? Okay.
Micah
So are
is
you
still
looking at
current.
rolling off completely, or are you just stepping back from it?
I will step back from at least chairperson at this moment. My term is still a little ways. I know yours is out in June, so yeah, full operations.
Is Micah still a current?
As far as I know, he's still a member.
Okay.
It's been a minute since he's been here.
I don't even know.
I think he just missed the last one, and then this one,
Was this it? Okay.
He's been to one.
since you were here.
Since I've been
Oh, okay.
But how many is that, Bill?
3, I think I've been.
Okay.
I mean, we definitely need somebody that's present, especially if you feel you're not going to be here, then we run the risk of not having a quorum.
Quorum. Yep.
So,
And I don't care too, Chad, to have that conversation, just again with the interest of getting things done, because I know that pressure then gets put on you if you've got a applicant and we don't have a quorum.
You know, And it's not me personally, it's the public, when you've got the challenge of running public notices.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you gotta kind of thread the needle there to make everything right, and it just pushes things down the road.
Yeah. And I don't care at all. I'll start putting some feelers out, Kyle, as you kind of think through your thing about.
We'll just kind of see how the next few months goes.
100%.
If we've got meetings that are going 3 hours like we'd had before, it's a lot.
I think that is a good point, guys. I think that's, and Jeffrey, you've came on probably a sweet spot. We had a streak there of 6, 7, 8 meetings that were 2.5 hours long, and that's just a strain on everybody involved, especially little ones. And
After 2 hours, your eyes just glaze.
yeah. And when you're pushing, it'd be one thing if it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but when you're getting into the nighttime, it's a little bit drawn out. So that is something that I think we've got to work on, and maybe talk with Rob about hey, if we can table some of these things. Obviously, and it wasn't really applicants that was drawing some of those things out. It was just flat discussions that need to be had, but maybe we sort some of those out just a little bit.
I agree. I think we can definitely start handling the meetings a little bit different than we have had. We've not ever had things this consistently like they were the past 6 months. So we've had some really hot button topics.
Big time.
Hopefully we make changes on some of the things as far as making it more readily accessible for people to know what our agenda is.
Yep.
I think that will help some, and we probably are going to have, we're going to have to stick to the time limits. I mean, we're going to have to set the tone with people coming in when there's a group saying, listen, this is kind of like court. You
Yep.
have 3 minutes, and if you guys are all going to say the same thing, you need to have a spokesman. That'll probably slow a lot of it down.
And I agree with it. And just to go on record, I know we talked about it before, you just weren't sitting here, Joey. I do think by request, if we do have items that the public is public related, then I think for the interest of all of us, we would have an officer.
Agreed.
With a Batesville police officer, just like city council does. That's not unique, but just we know we're growing, notices are going out, crowds may be getting bigger, just for the sake of running meetings and just civility. I would like to have that on record, that make that request. But yeah, for myself, I will do due diligence. I don't want to leave you guys hanging in any manner in my position, but and I don't want to be the one that's keeping us from a quorum. So I'll put some feelers out. If there is someone that I know that could be here on every single meeting, then I'll help kind of hand that over to you, Chad. And Kyle, if you're rolling off, maybe there is someone even at the office that has an interest, or
I'm gonna say someone that's, most of mine aren't really in Batesville city limits.
I know, true.
But like I said, we'll just kind of see how it goes. Like I said, I don't have, if I continue to go on, I don't care to chair or do any type of vice chair. Just kind of want to see how things shake out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So do we have any nominations for officers, a slate of officers?
Is that what we just worked out?
Yeah, to kind of talk through that, yeah.
Okay. I'll nominate Joey Markowski
Okay.
as
Chairman.
And that's what we just,
And Mr. Fryer as vice chair?
as vice chair. Okay, we'll do
Okay.
it together.
Oh, yeah, we can do them all together as a slate. Are you, Clerk, willing to pick up secretary duties?
Okay.
A check is coming in the mail, I promise.
Yeah.
It'll be there. It's just delayed.
Sounds good. I was hitting my stride.
Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Baker for a slate of officers of Mr. Markowski as chairperson, Mr. Fryer as vice chair, and himself, Mr. Baker, as the secretary. Do I have a discussion on that, or any other volunteers, or?
Somebody's been really quiet over there.
Oh, I'm here to help any way I need.
I will look for him. We've got a motion. Do I have a second on that? Okay, we got a second by Mr. Ramsey. All in favor? Aye. All right. Our new election of officers passes. Thank you, gentlemen. we'll be here to support as needed.
So we're looking at needing to possibly fill two seats
Potentially.
come
Yeah.
the year.
Potentially.
Actually.
But yeah, I'll do some due diligence, again, I don't want to hold a seat if I'm not physically able to be present.
Well, I mean, you add a lot. I mean, I really think you're a very, very valuable member of this. I would rather you stay on, but,
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely need you to be present, because there's going to
100%.
be situations where it's going to be really tight on the...
100%, especially if we have any conflicts of interest or anything like that concerning, even Megan may, nature your work, Kyle, even some of your work,
Well, yeah, even some-
anybody.
I'm thinking, is there another, a group that we need to have represented in this, in the community outside of what's sitting here? We've got real estate and banking.
I would really like to see somebody in either the trades.
I know, that's what I was just thinking,
Or
construction.
just general construction. I
Yeah.
mean, we don't have anybody that handles electric, plumbing, HVAC.
I wonder if there would be a rep maybe through Farco or something.
I was just thinking that.
Taylor would be, but Taylor's
Taylor-
not, I mean, his schedule.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
He'd be amazing. but
Does he have somebody that
That's a good,
works?
Somebody on staff.
I mean, because they're going to be understanding a different side of things that even we do, because they do
Yep.
so much commercial construction.
I think that's a great idea. I've some ideas on going on that.
Yeah. We have a really good, diverse,
But we get to a situation too, like I have a conflict, it seems like with, and I mean, there's a lot of things where I have some involvement in one way or another. Same thing, Megan, Joey, Jeffrey, I mean, it's just where even if we have someone who is within one of those trades, are we gonna have overlap where, the city's has potential issues with that? I mean, is that, what happens there, Because we can't basically recuse ourselves from everything. I know I can't, because otherwise I would. Can't,
In the audience.
Couldn't be on anything, or most anything.
And Chad, is there a maximum amount of board members? Or can we,
I know at one point, I want to say the numbers was raised. Because I've been, as many years I've been here, I want to say our numbers were down and then they went back, but I think it took a city council action to change that.
okay. Again, just talking out loud, I mean,
It does feel like we've had more than this. We have 7.
I think it's always been, we've always had, 7 max is what I've seen.
Is what you've seen? Okay.
but in any given, how often have we had all 7 here at one time?
Been a while.
You know,
I mean, it would be nice to have an extra,
2,
at least 1, if not 2.
yeah.
For
Just for the interest of quorums.
Right.
And then again, that would hopefully alleviate either some of the conflict of interest situations or just scheduling issues. The city council is the same way. I don't know how many members of the city council we have now.
There's 8.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, I don't know what
Wouldn't be
we
a bad
need to do,
idea
but
to-
I would, if we can get some possible candidates, I would really like to see some, that expansion. I think it'd be very good. 'Cause
Yeah.
there's I can see a lot of conflict here. I mean, if we go to Jeffrey and get a loan on a project, bam,
there's 3 of you.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
I think it's important to think how to word this. I mean, you want to get the right fit. I mean, you don't want to have someone with the wrong interest.
I 100% agree.
If you just put it out and advertise, I'm sure there would be a lot of interested people that would throw their name in the hat. But in the spirit of, all of you guys are such an amazing group and meetings, I appreciate everything you do. But if you get the wrong people in here, that just makes meetings go longer. And
Yep.
drives them out.
Would someone from like the area on aging type agency be? I mean, it'd be similar to what you do for the community as far as,
In a sense, but they would have a more hands-on than I do. Yeah, they really would. I mean,
but somebody that's keyed into ways that, you know, the community could be served better through some developments.
Agreed.
I like that too.
Yeah, I mean, they
Yeah,
have
it's
a
a-
pulse on it as well. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know who that would,
And that's a big organization too. Yeah.
yeah, I could see them.
Who's their CEO now? I'm sure.
I guess it's not technology.
I know.
He's one that's involved.
He's a liaison, I think. Yeah. But yeah, I think it'd be good. We'll all kind of maybe put some feelers out, see if anybody'd be interested, and then could be filtered down to potentially adding some more members.
I mean, do we have, okay, so bylaws, could we possibly access those, just to even see, like,
The commission.
yeah,
Rod would be the best bet
to have something?
to get those emailed out.
Okay. Just to at least see, like, what, anything that's been, you know, if it's 7, or if it even has any language in there, like, okay, well, we have an alternate or anything like that, you know, just to kind of see what the bylaws state.
Okay, guys, well, we've got our election of officers, old business. I don't see anything on the agenda, but is there anything that is chatting, any old business or?
Well, no old business. Of course, the city council, they adopted the changes to the residential code that we've been working on through 25. And the commercial updates it's basically sitting right now pending to go to council.
Okay.
So that, once that takes effect, we'll essentially be caught up. I will say, I don't want this like new business or anything, but I wish I would have caught it, but in our commercial areas, we're gonna have a request coming in the future in our T1 district, and it relates to apartments. And I don't know if, you know, what I can share, not share.
Oh, I don't care.
The Grace Hospital project building. Joey's kind of spearheading and working with the mayor and city council on it. The net result in that is going to be multifamily, and our T1, it's in T1, and there's a I guess one kind of quirky T1 apartments are allowed in T1, but there's some language in there where they want them upstairs or the back part of they wanted the old buildings to keep the storefront for commercial use, and motels and hotels are a permitted use. You know, my opinion, we really wouldn't want to do a spot zone, I wouldn't think, right there to go R2, and it's not really, it's so small, I don't think a PUD would be appropriate there. You know, this is my opinion, but maybe tweaking the language to basically take where they're allowed by conditional use permit on the front. I mean, just a tweaking of that might be the simplest way to address and move
So
forward.
right now the language is just clear. They're not allowed.
Yeah,
And
because
then-
it's meant for Main Street.
Sure.
So these would not actually be on Main Street, because they would technically be, you know, a half a block off Main Street, because they'd be on the back of the lot where Grace is at, closer to water. So they're not going to be, the whole goal was to take an existing historic building and allow you to put apartments in it like we did Adler, by keeping the storefront. So
What are the, facing Water Street, what are those? Are those R2? Or are all those HR1?
there's some R2, but it's like a lot over.
Yeah.
There's a gap in there.
Well, and then like Brody's has got to be, is Brody's commercial? I mean, it's gonna be kind of spot zone anyway.
T1, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like
T1.
T1.
Isn't Tebbets, isn't he an R2?
Tebbets is R2.
It's weird, but yeah,
How does that work for the Historical Society? I wonder if Does Tibbetts have an answer for that?
I don't know.
The HDC starts down the street. They don't, actually, Grace is now in that. I think they expanded that. I believe that is in the HDC boundaries now.
Joey, would that involve
But we're still.
wiping out Grays and doing something in the back part of it?
We
Is
don't
that-
own Grays anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
The city does.
Okay.
The city, we
That's what
gifted
I
the city
thought.
the front half of that property.
Okay, okay.
They hopefully are going to be awarded the Slum and Blight Grant. They've already been awarded the brownfield, which is going to remove all the asbestos. The Slum and Blight is the second grant that goes behind that would allow the demolition.
Cool. Okay.
So,
Okay. Well, I mean, that obviously makes sense.
But anyway, I haven't had a chance to visit with Rob. He's been out of town basically since Christmas. He's got back feeling a little bit under the weather, but I'll talk to him about that. But that may very well be something soon to be on the radar to address and look at it. And honestly, in the scheme of things, if it's held by conditional use permit, that would allow the commission to, make sure that there's not anything crazy that takes place. And then a lot of that's gonna be in the HDC district that's gonna protect the facades that would require their approval anyways.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just thinking about you've got the strip mall that's beside it.
I know.
Like,
Yeah.
that up, which I guess, or unless HDC is from that block. I guess
It's real messy in
I
that
don't know.
corner.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
there's a lot-
so it's hard to
there's a
make an
lot
argument
going on.
against something.
So,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
Other than that, next, I don't have any old business really to carry on. That may be popping up. And then we are working, I say we as staff, we're working with the developers on that project up on northwest Batesville. It's would be a large-scale residential development, and this would be presented to the commission as a large-scale site plan development. And they have formally submitted, and we're reviewing it right now, so that may be something on the February agenda.
Okay.
is it subdivision?
No subdivision, no zoning.
Isn't it the multifamily, the ADFA project, or is this something different?
These guys from Northwest Arkansas,
He was awarded an ADFA,
it's
Grant.
probably,
so it should be large-scale multifamily
yeah, it is.
for low-income housing.
Yeah, that's probably the same one.
Yeah.
There's two different owners.
There's two different,
Where's the, what area?
it's off of technically Jean Street, Broadwater area. There's
Okay.
that Meadowlark dead ends into this field. There's like a big, pretty field that's right there. And there was, one person bought it and he sold it to two different developers that are both running ADFA traps. One's already been awarded, one is in the process.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So could be a significant amount of low-income subsidized housing
Got it.
is what it would be.
Rentals type thing?
Oh, yeah, it would be.
All rental. Okay.
100%.
Yeah, no subdividing, no rezoning. This will just be presenting the plats, and see, we're going through, checking, and it looks like they've got.
Well, they've got, if they go through ADFA, they have to have everything buttoned up, because ADFA's gonna be pickier than even we are on their stuff.
They're very professional.
Okay.
the country club, Rivertown, has there been any other developments on that, or is there? I've had questions about, I guess, a preliminary plat, but
The last, I'll have to go back and try to brush up. I believe where we left, the items that they were required to do have been completed. I'm not sure about the bill of assurance, how that was really, I know, complex and pretty technical. I haven't seen, I don't know if that has been completed yet, but the map details, as far as I know, they have been taken care of.
okay. So we're gonna have, but Is that going to be something that would possibly roll into February or March,
No.
even further?
No, once they, and I'll confirm with Damon and Rob, and if those have been done, that preliminary plat can be signed.
Okay.
And they're gonna start construction.
Okay, so he won't have to present anything to us again, so he'll have a final, he'll record the final in the bill of assurance and then go on. Okay.
Yeah, and I would not be surprised at all if they're gonna come back with
Yeah.
pieces of finals here and there.
Cool. Well, guys, any other comments, questions? I will look for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? All right.